Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Yeah. Today, my ring light is broken, clearly, so this whole video is going to be backlit and weird. I apologize, I'm going to have a new one soon. Is this discrimination? Or the result of your own personal life decisions? Today, we're going to be examining that question. It feels like I'm in some kind of weird art film, doesn't it? What even is les moustaches? Who can be sure? Perhaps mustache dwells within us all. Sorry, man, I'll stop being weird. So this larger girl cannot fit down the aisle of an airplane, and she's calling it discrimination. I find this phenomenon to be very fascinating indeed, so I figured we would take a look. Are you focusing more on my face back there because it's lit up? That would be funny. You're just looking at that mouth instead of this mouth moving because this one is all in the shadows or whatever. This is weird, man. I'm sorry. Before we proceed, I must first apply comb to mustache. Honestly, it's discrimination that they can't build wider aisles in airplanes, 2023. Is it discrimination or the result of our own poor personal choices? If you literally can't fit down the aisle, you have larger problems than discrimination, and it's not discrimination. How much larger are we going to have to make this thing? And when does it end? How large can human beings get? Dude, completely random, but there are birds chirping right now. It's dark outside. I've been hearing it for quite a while. For some reason here, where I live in PA, even when it's pitch black outside, you can hear all these birds chirping and stuff. It's actually quite beautiful. Not being able to fit down the aisle is a very troubling situation indeed. Not for the airlines, but for the individual who doesn't fit down the aisle. Not to be mean, but everybody else has been fitting down the aisle for quite a while. 100 years ago, every single human being would have fit down that aisle. Maybe one person on the entire planet would have not. But like, seriously, dude, come on. It's discrimination that they can't build wider aisles. Okay, once again, that they can't build wider aisles. Why is there always some they that has to do stuff for you? Who is this charitable and magnificent they that's gonna go build larger infrastructure for you? It's not me. Why would I do that? I wouldn't. I don't know of anybody that would go do that. And larger people don't seem to be keen on doing that either. So I don't think it's going to get done, right? If I'm not going to do it, and you're not going to do it, and somebody over here in the general vicinity of Madagascar is definitely not going to do it, then who's going to do it, right? Isn't everybody always like, why can't they do this? Why can't they do that? Go ahead and do it. If you want it done, man, you want bigger airplanes and stuff, get to work. You better start raising some capital. Okay, I suggest you do your first round of funding. You go to Obese Shark Tank. Okay, it's a new series that I'm starting. We get a bunch of sharks together, a bunch of investors, but they're all obese, and they'll invest in obese ideas only. Okay, you go in for your first round of funding. We'll see if we'll call it Whale Shark. Okay, I got a brilliant idea. We're gonna combine two already popular shows. Okay, the Whale Shark Tank. Okay, like a whale shark, but Shark Tank. Dude, it works on so many levels, dude. Oh my god. That's right, Hollywood. I'll be available for hire to write you guys some actual news stories. Okay, it's been quite a while since you guys have come up with a new story, I know, but I'm here all day. Hollywood's like, introducing Avengers 58. And you're like, dude, shut up. Come up with something new. Yeah, man, this sure is discrimination. The way that gravity reality and physics themselves are discriminating against you personally, madame. Hey, it's you, the center of the universe, it's you. This is all against you personally, because everyone knows who you are. So that was a fascinating piece of Americana. Okay. Have you ever heard that phrase before, dude? Dude, oh my god. I have never heard anybody say the word Americana that I didn't want to uppercut immediately, dude. I swear, dude. It's always on some, like, antiquing show or pickers. I hate that phrase. I'm a picker. Like, no, dude, you like to collect garbage, okay? You're not a picker. Or you could be a guy who collects antiques or whatever, but don't call yourself a picker. You know, I'm a sinner, I'm a picker, I'm a lover, I'm a what did Tom Petty even mean, right? Did he say picker? I'm pretty sure he did. Where am I going with this? I'm sorry. A slice of Americana. That's where I was going with that. Now we're going to take a look at a clip from the same person, and she's talking about that situation. She's talking about how she can't fit into this and that. She's going to respond to this comment that reads, "This is a weird ask, but have you ever used a plane bathroom? It's the main reason I don't travel far, because I'm afraid I don't fit." Okay, if you can't fit into a seat or a bathroom, this might be some kind of flag, perhaps red. The average person might see this as a wake-up call personally, not to the rest of the world. Like, yo, we need to change the whole world, because as far as I see, all of you fit in the seat. So the only one with an issue here is me. So I don't know if it would be right for me to say that all you guys need to change and make a seat for me, the 0.0001%, when I could change. It is possible to change. It is possible to lose weight. We have seen it before. We've seen it recently. I see it with people all around me. So many of my subscribers are currently losing weight and have lost an inspirational amount of weight. You guys are awesome. So that just proves that it's possible. So we don't need to change the seats if everybody else fits and you don't. Only one person doesn't fit. One person needs to change to conform to the group. Let's go. Can you imagine all of society catering to the whims of like 1% of the population? They try to do that sometimes these days, and it doesn't work out. You all just need to realize that you are the majority, okay? And stand up. Don't listen to the loud vocal minorities online that make you think that X, Y, and Z are actually the norm. They're not. Most people are against all of this stuff. That original video that I got where it shows the girl walking down the aisle and she can't fit, every single comment below was like, girl, this is a warning sign, blah, 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 blah. And they all had like 20,000 thumbs up and stuff. And this was on TikTok, okay? So nobody was supporting this. The video that we're about to watch that she posted where she's complaining about not being able to fit into the lavatory and all this type of stuff has nothing but supportive comments underneath. It's quite the contrast. So don't be fooled and think that the majority of people support this kind of stuff when you go and see a comment section like that. They moderate their comments and create an echo chamber to where it looks like everybody supports this, but the vast majority of people do not.
So this is an awkward topic, but we're gonna go ahead and get awkward and talk about it.
Yeah, it is awkward.
I don't fit in a standard airplane lavatory at all.
You don't fit in a standard airplane lavatory at all, and I'm pretty sure that this is you in this video, I'm guessing.
Forget the difficulty of having to get 2 seats to fly. Accessibility.
It's surprising that somebody that can't fit down the aisle can even breathe on their own. I'm surprised that there's no oxygen tube, honestly. I'm not trying to be mean or whatever. Maybe they're young. They're probably like 18, 19, or 20. Wait until you get to the ripe old age of 25 by fat acceptance standards, and you'll have an oxygen tube. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just keeping it real here, dude. I'm not saying that anybody is less than anybody else. I'm just straight up being real here, dude. We've seen it. We've seen people in their like late 20s, early 30s breathing with an oxygen tube, man. That's...
to a bathroom is the #1 roadblock for me when it comes to long distance travel. Why?
If I was in the middle of fighting a highly preventable deadly illness, I don't think I'd be going and traveling and stuff. I think I'd be focusing on that. If I could not fit inside of a lavatory or bathroom on any kind of structure, whether it was an airplane, a bus, in a building, or any of that stuff, if I couldn't fit in any of that, I would see that as the ultimate red flag. Like, I literally can't fit inside of that structure that everybody else could fit in. That's crazy, man. That would blow my mind. Like, I'd be like, dude, you know that everybody else could fit in. Like, for once, I would use that harmful, like, herd mentality to, like, push me in the right direction, right? The desire to fit in with other people is stupid, but in some instances, it's more of a survival instinct.
While I was researching solutions to this, I found this website, wheelchairtravel.org. They have a really great article on wheelchair accessible airplane lavatories. This is where I learned that US law requires wheelchair accessible lavatory on all wide body crafts, but they don't make the same requirement for narrow bodies. So if I'm flying on a narrow body airplane, I can't use the bathroom and my maximum flight time is about 6 hours. I've never had a problem with that before, except once I came super close to having an accident on a flight from San Francisco to Chicago. There was some bad weather and my plane was rerouted. They tacked on an extra 2 hours to the flight and things got a little sketch.
Things got a little sketch. What do you mean by that? I think I know what you mean by that. You hit some turbulence. Next thing you know, the seat's a little bit wet. Dang it.
But that's a story for a different day. Wide body planes are used for long haul flights.
That is a story for another day. That's a messed up story that's going to leave us all with nightmares.
So if you're going someplace pretty far away and you're going to be on the plane a long time, there's going to be at least one wheelchair accessible.
All right, here's a little pro tip. Don't tell anybody. Just wear a diaper and then just poop in your pants, huh? I use it all the time. If I have to, like, go to, like, my daughter's recital or something, you know, and we're going to be in there for, like, 25, 30 minutes, dude, I have to poop. I have to poop in a diaper immediately. I can't go 25 minutes without pooping. Are you crazy? This is crazy. I was just kidding, dude. I could go without pooping for freaking days, man. I have before. Have you ever, like, not gone poop for a really long time because you were on a road trip or just some weird place where it was uncomfortable? You were in jail for the weekend? It's okay, you could tell me, dude. I ain't judging you. You didn't want to poop in front of the other inmates? I understand, bro. It's okay.
Lavatory on board that's also big enough for a big person to use. When I flew to Spain, I flew on a United Boeing 777-300ER.
The old 777-300ER, my favorite aircraft. No, I know what a 777 is. I don't know about the rest of that business. I like flying. I so infrequently fly because I never go anywhere or do anything that I actually like flying. You know that? Was that weird? If I'm on a plane and there's not somebody spilling into my seat and I'm just sitting there in a seat looking out the window, it's actually a fairly pleasant experience. You know, right? You go, the plane pushes you back, like, you know what I mean? It's all intense and stuff. We're up there flying above the clouds. Fly like a bird, I wanna fly away. Starts making me think of that, you know? Fly like a bird, I wanna fly away. I literally don't know any of the other lyrics to that. All right, so you're on the 300 go.
And this is a wide-bodied plane. It has 2 aisles, which makes it wide body. And when they had us enter the plane, they had us come in at the front. So I checked all of the lavatories on the way to my seat to figure out which one was the big one.
Okay, so you're boarding the plane and you break away from the boarding process to go start inspecting bathrooms and stuff. I hope you weren't part of a line and then you're like disrupting the entire process for everybody else. You're like, hold on, guys, hold on. I need to inspect the bathrooms. They're like, what? Lady, get out of here. Let me get to my seat. You're literally blocking the aisle. You can't even fit down the aisle yourself. So clearly you are preventing me from getting to my seat, madame. And your bathroom inspection is going on for a copious amount of time. We've been sitting here for 15 minutes. You're in there with the freaking measuring tape. Come on.
The 2 business class lavatories at the very front of the plane are...
Hold on. Time out. Why do we call it a lavatory? Why isn't it called a restroom or a bathroom? Well, clearly it's not a bathroom. There's no bath in there. I guess it's not a restroom either. We're not really resting in there, but we call everything else a restroom. Do you guys rest in there? I just go pee and poo in there, and then I leave. There's not a lot of resting. I've heard of some women's bathrooms having like a couch in there. Do you guys have a couch in there? Do you use it? Would it be weird to sit on a couch in a room where other people are pooping and peeing? It's not gross, dude. I'm just being straightforward. Do you guys use the bathroom couch? And if so, what do you use it for? And how long are you in there? I'm not going to tell the rest of the guys, dude, so it's okay. The secret is safe with me. I know there's some kind of code, like, don't tell anybody what goes on in here. What happens in the women's bathroom stays in the women's bathroom. There's like couches in there. There's bar stools and crap. You hear all kinds of crazy music and stuff. You're like, damn, what's going on in there? Circus music. You can hear wild animals and stuff in there. What the hell? What are you guys doing in there? But I digress. Why is it called a lavatory? In what other situation do you call a restroom, bathroom, whatever, a lavatory? Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm going to the lavatory. Oh, well, excuse me, Your Highness. Oh, jeez. We got Mr. Big Shot over here going to the freaking lavatory.
Are standard size, and they are too small for me.
Okay, so 2 bathrooms down. 2 lavatories down.
A little further back on the plane, there are 2 more business class lavatories.
Are those 2 coffee shops right there in the center? I see 2, what looks like a coffee cup. That's nice. Dude, I could go for a freaking latte on a flight. Oh, man, that would be great. I do usually drink my coffee black, but I will occasionally have a latte as a treat.
And even though they look like they're the same size on this seat chart, they are not. The one on the right is a standard size lavatory, which I don't fit in, but the one on the left is the wheelchair accessible lavatory.
So your body is similar in dimensions as a wheelchair. Not to be mean, but how much of you actually fits on the seat? Because the room itself is larger than a standard room, but the seat is a standard-sized seat. This person likely takes up 2 seats on the plane because they could not even fit down the aisle. So what is the likelihood that they can fit on this seat?
It's about twice as big as a standard one, and I fit in this just fine. The issue is I don't fit in business class seats. I also don't fit in premium seats, so I need to...
There's a lot of things that you don't fit in. What's the common denominator among all the things that you don't fit in? I don't fit in business class. I don't fit in this thing. I don't fit in that thing. What's the common denominator among all of these things? I was the common denominator among all of those things. I didn't fit here. I didn't fit there. I don't fit there. I need to make some changes. I have a problem.
In economy.
Yes, there were a lot of I statements there. That is the key to your riddle, my friend. Like, there is a riddle that you need to solve to help fix your life. And it begins with the common denominator that I mentioned a moment ago. If I can't fit down the aisle, and I can't fit in the seat, and I can't fit in the lavatory, then I have a problem, and I need to work on it.
In economy, the very first row 30.
Damn, how big is this plane, dude? Dang. I want to go on one of these just to see how big it is. It's crazy to me that such a huge thing can fly, right? Isn't it crazy? You're like, damn, this thing is like a city.
Uses stationary armrests, so those don't work for me, which means row 31 is the frontmost row that has seats that have arms that go up and down. And
dude, you literally have the whole layout of the plane and you're planning it out like you're doing some sort of attack. Like, this is crazy. Dude, if you got like airplane diagrams and stuff at home and you're going over your course of action, all right, we're going to go in here, we're going to move over that way, like you're doing a bank robbery or something, or some kind of heist or hijacking, I don't know, man. You might want to consider changing your life. When you have to lay out an Ocean's 11 style plan just to go to the Bahamas, okay, you might have a problem. We embark at 4 a.m. We show up at the gate by 5:12. I need you, my wingman, to be there by 5:14 exactly. Don't let me down, Rodriguez. You know what would be easier than doing all that? Nothing. Definitely not losing weight. That wouldn't be easier. We know that that's literally impossible. Who gave you these blueprints? You're on all kinds of watch lists now, dude. The FBI is all watching you and stuff. Oh my god, that's funny as hell. They're like, this one IP address keeps downloading this map every few days, dude. It's really weird.
And that's where I try to get my seats. On this plane, the larger bathroom in business class was the only one that I could fit in. So whenever I needed to use the restroom, I had to go up to that cabin. The first time I went, I called the flight attendant from my area to let her know what was going on.
What? Dude, what are you asking for an escort? This is crazy. You called the flight attendant to let her know what's going on? You mean that you're going to the bathroom? I mean, sorry, the lavatory. Why is that cracking me up so much? I'm such a child. But anyway, so you call her, you're like, hey, the gray squirrel is about to land. And she's like, what the hell? What does that mean? And you're like, listen, comrade, do you have the device? And she's like, what? Who is this? The turkey flies at midnight. And she's like, what? What the hell? Like, so you called up to the flight attendant to let her know what's going on. I would have loved to hear that conversation. Ring, 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 ring. Hello, I'm a flight attendant now. Hello, I'm a flight attendant. Yes, ma'am. I would like to inform you that I am on my way up to the lavatory. Oh, snap, for real? Okay. I guess. I will be disembarking on my journey to the lavatory any moment now. You should see me passing by in just a few moments. Word? Oh, okay. Alright. Don't be alarmed, but I will be walking past. Are you asking the flight attendant for assistance or something? Like, yo, when I get up to where you're at, I'm gonna need you to carry my leg. Or carry one of my arms or something. Like, why are you letting her know? What do you want?
And then she went and told the flight attendant in the business class area.
Now we've got 2 flight attendants involved. What are we doing? How many people are going to get involved with you going to relieve yourself in the lavatory?
So that she had a heads up on why I was using that bathroom too.
Okay, I feel like you're involving too many people, right? Like, if your personal stuff where you have to go use the restroom, sorry, lavatory, requires you to inform several people, dude, there might be an issue here. That's all I'm saying, man.
I know this seems really scary and overwhelming, but it's not that bad, and peeing up in the sky is so liberating. You're gonna feel great on the walk back to your seat.
Not if you're bumping every single aisle on the way. Like, you literally didn't fit down the aisle, so you're bumping every single person. How many drinks did you knock over on your way to the lavatory and on the way back?
And by that point, you'll be about halfway through your trip to wherever you're going.
Okay, if one day you cannot fit inside of that barrel in front of you, are you going to ask them to make a larger barrel? Or will that be the wake-up call, my friend? Right, there has to be an end point to where we stop catering to people that have gone completely off the rails, right? Like, we don't make a seat for 1,000-pound man. That would be insane. That would be not a seat at all. That would be a bed. That would be a king-size bed. I apologize again for the crappy lighting in this video. The stupid ring light, like I said, man. Okay, so you're going up into one of those, is that a sauna made out of like a previous beer or wine barrel? My recommendation to make life easier as a plus-size traveler is to lose weight so that you can fit down the aisle and into the chairs like everybody else, and also into the lavatory, and we don't have to have these awkward conversations. Once again, the answer is not to try to change the world around us, although all the people that want that done aren't even willing to do it themselves. They want somebody else to do it. But the answer is instead to change ourselves. That's how we make the world a better place in general, because we have absolute control over this. We could be a better person. We could treat people better, XYZ, to make the world a better place. We can't really change other people. You can't control what people say to you, but you can control how you react to it. You can't blame the entire world outside of yourself for the personal problems that you've created. But you can click like and subscribe and help me get to 50,000 subscribers. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.